All right, Light Warriors. Well, the energies have been very intense lately, and they might be causing a lot of inner shifts and things to shift in the reality around you. And today, once again, we have Anna Głowacz here, and we're going to be breaking down all of these energies and experiences that you might be having right now. And, you might not feel so comfortable. And, we're feeling a shaking inside, and, I'm feeling it. And a lot of you have wrote to me about what you're experiencing and how it's been uncomfortable. And today we're going to collaborate and see what's really shifting in the world right now. So Anna, it's good to see you.
Hi guys. Hi, Michael. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah, and it's really good for us to collaborate. And you've been sharing that you've actually been having similar experiences that I've been having, and maybe not on the same exact day, but since the last few months we've really been shifting and having these experiences. So what's your take on why many of us are feeling this change inside of us? And maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable with this change.
Okay, so it is lots of energy coming, and they are coming like from the different direction. We did have a major blast on the sun, our sun, which caused some DNA changes in a human body. It also, those energies also, what they're supposed to do is to make more space in the body. So this space can be later on fulfilled with the light, the plasma light, which is already on its way. The plasma light already left the central sun of the galaxy. And I feel that we will feel the first blast of it on the first week of the March. So that will be the time when the plasma light will reach Earth. So we will be feeling it for sure. It will be like the energy of the pure love. So hope that will rise us up, because it's not as fun as we think it is. Because when we grow into our own light, it is the process of the very deep body transform, but also our emotions, we transform as well. We get rid of the programs that we've been learned from the beginning of our incarnation here. So everything that we learned in school, everything that we learned from our parents, it's now starting to dissolve, and we are learning again to create and to have emotions from the soul point, not from the point of view here, where all the emotions been programmed. For example, like we learned how would we supposed to feel when something happened. We've been programmed that way. And I used to say to my viewers that let's give an example of it. When the small child is running and he fall off or fall down and hurt himself, and if mommy is gonna do like, oh my gosh, then the baby is starting to cry. But if mommy doesn't see that, baby is not starting to cry. He's just, getting up and going to do whatever he's supposed to be doing later on, because it's us who gives them like the emotion of, oh, something happened. You need to get scared. You need to cry now. So it is a very, very simple example how we program everyone, from the beginning of our lives. So now we need to get rid of all of those programs. And it is hard to start feeling the emotions which are not usually the same as if we used to feel them. For example, again, if we've got like grandpa who is 95 years old and he's leaving this incarnation, now we know that there's no death. Yeah, we all only leave the body, and as a soul, we go to incarnate again and again and again. we are eternal beings. We never die. So now when we say goodbye to a grandpa with those new consciousness, we are happy that he had all of those years, like happy with us. And we are excited that he's going to start a new journey. So, but what program says? You need to grieve, you need to cry, you need to be sad for 1 year, you need to wear dark clothes, yeah, for 1 year, or white, it's whatever, the countries are different. Wow. But so now we need to start feeling those emotions, the right ones, from the bottom of our heart. And this is going to be quite harsh as well. You know what? Do you remember when I was doing the last video with Michael, and I said that many beings will start the light body transformation on the 21st of January? And I said, it's not going to be me, and I'm just gonna watch whatever is happening and take the lessons from others. So it happened to me. And I, you know, I was like surprised, and I was like 2 weeks laying down in the bed, very, very weak. And firstly, I can actually describe how it goes, and I know what's going to be the next step, because I've been guided that the next to know what's going to happen next. So if you want to know, then I can quickly tell you that at the beginning, I felt like somebody was poking me with the stick. Like I feel like the pain in different places on my body, like someone was like directly poking me in the eye, in the ear, inside brain, everywhere. And it was like pain lasted in one place like for a couple of minutes maybe, and then it moved to another place. That was chromosome changes, and that was changes in the cells and between the cells. So this poking, this stick, let's say it was a light stick, yeah, it was poking me and doing the changes, and it was pushing out whatever it needs to go out of the body. After 48 hours of being like beaten by this pain in every almost every place in my body, I started to have a running nose. But I must say to you that I never got running nose like that. It was like waterfall. I must have sneezed out my brain like 4 or 5 times. It was loads of it coming out. So, and it did make some space. 3 days, the first 3 days of running nose, I was so weak that I didn't even have energy to go to the toilet. It was so harsh. The body was telling me, I am working, you need to sleep. And that was it. Later on, I was starting to feeling a little bit better and better and better. And it all took me about 2 weeks to get to the point when I start to become myself again and be like healthy enough and strong enough to start doing my work. So this is the first phase, and that's how it looked. And in my body, the changes was then when I checked that I got the third helix, the DNA helix, and I'd made the space in the body for the 2 next ones. So that was the first phase. As far as I've been told, the second phase is strictly connected with our belly, with how we eat. So this will be changing, and I've been said that you won't be able to eat for weeks. You just won't eat.
Okay, so confirmation about all of this. We shared. I kind of fell a little ill before you, and I was telling you that I'm dying, and I was going. My experience is a little bit different, but like my whole body, all my nerves, like just shot, and like just feeling the need to be alone and just to rest. And it's just very uncharacteristic of me to not have energy to do things, and just basically like doing the bare minimum, like, if I share a video or a live stream, and then I just go to the gym just to stay healthy, and just going through the typical day and just sitting down and resting. I was unable to sleep, but just like laying still to rest, but I was unable to sleep, which is totally uncharacteristic of me. I've been for the past few years very, like when it's time to go to bed at night, I easily just go to sleep. And to stay up all night long and simply not be able to sleep, I knew that something is very off. Yeah. And and I shared with my audience like the feeling of almost like something is off or broken inside. I have a feeling like inside that I can't really put into words. Like I feel weird. I can't really say what it is, but like, and certain things aren't like really resonating with me, and almost like feeling the weirdness, and like almost like the taste is off. Okay. And to segue into what I'm feeling right now, which you just talked about, and there's no right or wrong to this, but I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of you of when this is happening. I'm having trouble. Like I always like try to eat a lot, and I work out, and so I want to eat like say even 5 times a day, and it just feels like the food is just like sitting in me. And then like if I'm drinking a lot of water in the gym, I feel like the water is just sitting in me, and it's like my stomach is just like it's not digesting, and I don't have like the appetite, say, like I normally have. Mm-hmm. And I feel like my stomach is like a little like it's like swollen, and like the food is not like going through it. So that's what I'm feeling right now. You just said something about change.
So maybe you are on a second phase now, Micah.
Right.
Yes, I got scared when I've been told that, because I am quite a tiny person, quite tiny, and I'm very slim. And when I've been told that I won't be eating for a week or 2 or 3, and I will be going to the toilet like on a daily basis, and I will lose a couple of pounds, and I go, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like, like that afterwards. So that scared me a lot. But let's do not go ahead of what's coming, and don't stress about it. Just breathe, and if it comes, then we need to accept it and transform. But I must say that this transformation that I gone through did give me like unblock more potential, because I can see more now, I can feel more. Like when I was doing the workshop with my own, like the people who read my books, we meet, we do workshops, and we learn on those workshops how to work with the energy. And I've been scanning their body with my hand, and my hand was tapping, like without me knowing, it was tapping in the places where there was a problem in the body. When something is wrong, when I can actually sense and see the dark energy and the red energy as a pain, like where they've got pain. So I haven't got that before. So I can see so clearly and so quickly. I needed to really like meditate on one person to see those things. And I'm just, getting near one person, and I just see it straight away, what's going on there and what's happening in the body and which chakra is blocked and stuff like that. So it is actually this transformation, it is actually helping, and it's like empowering us in our abilities. It's like we are getting stronger. And also my healing skills get up, like rise as well, because I never been able before to heal someone in like 1 minute. And I've done it on one of the workshop. My friend was having a horrible headache. It's like a migraine. And she came to me, said she's got a horrible migraine and she's not sure if she will be able to stay in a workshop. And I just move my hands around her head like a couple of times and give it back to the source. And 5 minutes later, she's running to me, Anna, it's gone. It's like completely gone. It's, how did you do that? And I don't know. Yeah. It just happened. So now I'm trying to understand more of what's going on and what's changed and how to like learn more on how to do it properly and how to, I don't know, grab all of those new abilities. So it will change you, and it will change you how you feel the energies as well. And the energies are like
what you just shared about like going through this change and feeling more than you've never ever felt before. That's what I'm going through, but it's not very pleasant. And I feel like everything, and like to the extent, you know, where everything, my surroundings, everything that I've been accustomed to my entire life, and we know everything that's going on in the world right now, and the negativity, and say being an empath and picking up on other vibrations that maybe aren't good for us, everything is just overwhelming, you know, and whether it's people or actually the area, like I'm finding myself like just like trying to drive and go to a place where it's like far out by the water just to catch my breath. And I feel like I can't catch my breath. I recently did a video on my channel about feeling the suffocation and feeling like everything is like you're feeling like things, and you know, you want it to go out, but I'm feeling everything. And I never was so sensitive, you know, like people think it's a good thing sometimes. I mean, it is a good thing because it, you know, we need to navigate the world. Maybe it's telling us that this is not good for us, but to be so sensitive to everything, and it's all like, whoa, it's like a lot. And hopefully my ability of this or this feeling will start to subside, and maybe you could see that subsiding, because years ago, and I shared this with my audience, when the ringing started, so I felt pressure in my brain, right? And then I always tell the story about when the ringing started in my ears, and the ringing was so loud and I had this pressure in my head. And then eventually it subsided and the ringing went down. It still rings today, and the pressure went away. So like now I almost feel maybe it's like, you know, I'm feeling everything now, and it's like, hopefully it'll start to go down. But I feel like, you know, what I'm normally used to, like, I feel like everything is like is going like this.
You're just gonna get used to it. I think this is how it works. It's at the beginning, it's like the big change for us, this transformation, and what we can do, the new stuff, the new things we feel, the stronger we feel the energy. It's actually, it's got like the huge influence in us. And for example, right now, with all that happening and with all the chaos that we've got, it is always dark, the most dark before the sunrise. Yeah, so this is exactly that time for the sunrise. So, and now what you feel is the pressure of the surroundings. So if people get into fear, if people get into stress, the stress and the fear energy is everywhere. It's like you diving in them. So you are feeling it in yourself, because you as a light being trying to transform those energies for the light ones. So you are like a big universe hoover, you know, you're just sucking this energy and transform inside you. That's why we feel so overwhelmed sometimes. And we need to know how to put the barrier and say, stop. Okay, I'm not ready. I need rest. So
I think it's important, you know, that both of us, right? We share with audiences, and they think that like everything is just, you know, rosy and unicorns and rainbows, I call it. But we go through massive changes that are uncomfortable as well. So it gives comfort. That's why it's important that we share about ascension symptoms, because people feel alone and they say, oh, what's happening with, why am I experiencing this? And then, even when you said, oh, now I'm feeling it too. Like, not that I wish that you feel, but like I said, oh, I feel a little bit better now, but it helps us. That's why we build a community like this. It's like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this too. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is also better. And it's also better when you know what's happening with your body, because then you can actually, you're not accelerating the fear that you are getting really, really sick. You are just informing your heart, okay, this is the process of ascension. Yeah, so I will be fine. My body needs to do whatever it needs to do to clean itself. So I just need to rest, and I will be fine, and I will be better, and I will came out of it stronger. So we need to see those transformation and those maybe hard times for us sometimes, like the big changes, which are going to be good for us. So it is harsh sometimes, it is hard. Nobody ever said that the ascension process will be easy. It is not. Yeah. And it's not a fairy tale. And we need to work really, really hard. And it's not only our body, it's, many people are saying that the jump between the fourth and the fifth dimension will be like a second. Yeah. And we will transform to the 5-dimensional beings like in a second. And many are saying that this is a process, and it's a long process of the body transformation, of the body crystallization and stuff like that. And you know what? Both are right, because we start that process of the crystallization, and more we clean ourselves, more we clean our body, we produce more liquid crystal. This liquid crystal, which is produced, it's fulfilling the places in our body that was cleaned before. And our body is getting ready for that one moment when the plasma light will come from the central sun of the galaxy. And then the flip, like the change, when you're ready, yeah, it might take a year, or it might take 5 years, even a decade. It depends on the person. Right. But when your body will be ready and will be filled with the liquid crystal and the plasma light will come, then this transformation will be like a second. But this is like the very long journey. It's just the end of it is like very quick, like in a, blinking of an eye. Right. That you transform and it's all changing for you. But you will feel this changes in you even before it happens. So it's every step of the way. You are starting to be more like yourself, like your higher self, with your own truth within you. It's like you can see everything like from the higher spectrum. It's marvelous. Actually, I can say now that I'm starting to see everything in the higher spectrum, and I'm really, really trusting the God's plan, the creator plan. And I feel so peace and so like fulfilled with love. Nothing is like getting me out of the way. It's nothing is bothering me. It's just so nice being in a place like that when you just feel happy. You just feel happy.
Yeah, I think also like I'm going through a lot of changes right now, and it's just been a crazy couple of months. And at face value, it doesn't make sense to us, but in the background, and it's like our higher self saying that it does make sense. We just can't, like, sometimes like we think we're going to go from here to here, but we have to go like this to get to or
lots of years. Yeah.
I was also sharing this with my audience. I don't know if you played Super Mario Brothers when you were young. I don't know if they had that, the Nintendo.
No, I didn't. Yeah, we had that, but I didn't.
If you played this video game, you would go across and then you might get to like this really big, like you have to jump over, but you can't just walk. So you have to go backwards and then you have to press this button to run, the B button, and then you jump over it. So like if you're just going and you say, oh, I can't go, you have to go backwards and then you go and then you go over. So I hope that's maybe someone that didn't hear that, that's helpful for maybe what you're going through. Because sometimes we say, oh, we're going back. We want to go forward with something. We want to go forward with our job, our career, our relationship, you know, any aspect in our life. And then all of a sudden we have to go backwards in order to
get
go
speed.
forward. Yeah.
To get speed to get us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite common. And now with those energies that are coming, it is actually the creation is higher and it's quicker. All creation from our hearts, and we need to really be careful with what we are thinking and what we are wishing, because the universe is just giving it to us like very quickly. So I'm always saying that this is the law of attraction, yeah, and it speeds up now.
Right.
So and we need to remember that the universe, it's not usually listening to the no word, yeah. So I don't know if I think I did say that before about the spider. Do you remember, Michael, about the spider?
Yes, and then the universe gives you a spider.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's speeding up now. So so we need to be aware and we need to be really careful about what we are thinking. And if you thought about something really bad and you didn't control that, just imagine that you've got the I don't know, something clean tissue, like the light tissue from the light, and just clean that thought from the space around you, so it doesn't go away and it doesn't create you know, it doesn't manifest in your life. Yeah, so because it did speed up, and this is what we actually think, like in a world, what's happening. Yeah,
right.
They place a seed again, and
yeah.
what we've got what we think about. Yeah,
right.
So,
and you know, a lot of people don't realize that there could be nothing happening, and because we broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, we create the reality. And that's why they call it programming and television program. And,
yes.
You know, a lot of people right now, they are paralyzed with fear. And there's a lot of fear, which is very wrong to our people. They're pumping that there's war, there's World War III starting right now, and it's all an illusion. And, you know, people right now, they might be a little nervous. They have a little bit of fear because they don't really understand everything. One of the things, and I think that you talk about it in your book, is about how the Galactic Federation, or the Galactics, they will never allow, and this might be new maybe to someone that's tuning into this, some people might have a fear of a nuclear war, right? And a nuclear weapon will never be detonated again. It's happened in the past, and that's if Dolores Cannon spoke about the waves of volunteers. When a nuclear weapon was detonated, it actually influenced other realities for these other dimensional beings. And through free will, they cannot interfere. However, if something like a nuclear weapon is detonated, it actually affects their reality. So therefore, they have to intervene. And, you know, some people might be fearful.
They already did.
Yeah.
They already did. No, it's no nuclear weapon on the world which is working. No, even one.
Mm-hmm.
They are all like dead.
Right.
So I think with all that stuff that's happening now, and if we want to understand what's going on, it's like we need to go deeply into the truth. So to know about the other species, what they do, what they were always planning for the Earth to be, how they treated people, and what we've got in our, who we've got in our governments. Yeah. And this is all, yeah, I wrote about it in my books, and I'm just gonna let myself show you those books if someone didn't see them. So the first book is the Star Children Consciousness. It's like the Polish version of it, but the English version is available on Amazon worldwide. And this, the consciousness is telling you about the past. So what's happened in the past, the history, the Bible, what's wrong with the Bible, all the lies with the religions. The second book is Star Children Awakening. And here I'm talking about the past and also about what's going on right now. So how to help yourself to like go through with the process of ascension. And the third book, which is Star Children, The Era of Light. This is the vision that I got from the creator of how the future will look like. So in the third book, I am taking you to the future and I'm describing how the future will look like from like 10 years from 10 years from now till about like 150 years. So it's not this decade now when the all changes will happening, but after we will flip to the 5-dimension fully, how the living on Earth will look like. So so this is the third book. So if you resonate with it and if you want to know the truth, to be ready for whatever is coming, for whatever programs they will try to feed you in, then just read the books, because it's like the knowledge that will be helpful for you to understand what's going on around you. So you do not fall into the traps that the TV will serve you, that the other people will serve you. So like this will be helpful, because I am not able, even in like 100 movies with Michael, like 100 videos, I am not able to tell you about everything that I wrote in that books. It's like the big pile of knowledge. It's like 1,200 pages, all 3 of them. So it's like lots of me talking and talking and talking.
Well, you know, guess what? You know, you're going to keep going. And, you know, a lot of people are familiar with Dolores Cannon. And, you know, she spoke about what we're going through now. And right now, Anna, you are the future. And now you're the person that will be just like Dolores Cannon was sharing. When I was younger, before I started this, I listened to what she had to share. And now I get to work side by side with you. And that's who you're going to be going forward. So, you know, you will be making, just like Dolores did all these videos, and I started like learning all this stuff. And that's a lot of the stuff that you share in your books and, you know, going forward into the future. And, you know, we don't know what to expect. And I think sometimes, you know, we think that it's almost over. It's almost over, and it's gonna, and everything will be, you know, but everything in the reality is changing. And I think during this time, you know, I shared, and maybe you could touch on it, many people, and even myself, shared on my channel, on all the platforms that I'm on in the past several weeks, that they are feeling depression. And I went through a period where I'm feeling it as well. And I think as we're going through this shift, you know, I'm looking around, and it just like dawned on me, like this is gonna continue to happen and shift. I need to make changes, and I need to do them now. I can't sit here no more. I have to get going. And maybe that's what a lot of people are feeling. And a lot of people really shared about this, feeling depressed. So maybe you could, you know, help them through this.
Okay, firstly, I wanted to thank you for this beautiful creation of my future that you just made.
I teach your future. You tell I have your future.
So thank you for that. You know, I think that depression, you know, with all that happens around us lately, as I said, we are diving into those energies that the collective is sending through the space, yeah, to everything that surrounds us is fulfilled with the energy of the people. So if we do not have enough light around us, like the lighthouses that will light up our way, we can feel like overwhelmed with the emotions of those people around us. We like I said, you transform them. So you, as a healer, as a light, as a lighthouse, you like take this energy from them because you can sense in your higher self, maybe not here consciously yet, but you can sense in your higher self that this person or this collective around you needs cleaning because they've got too much on their shoulders and they cannot handle it. So then you are taking it to yourself and you grab this energy and you transform it. But by doing so, you need to feel those feelings, those emotions inside you so you can accept them, love them, and transform them. So it's not always you who are depressed and it's not yours. Sometimes you working like that and you are just the healer of the other people and you are helping them without even knowing you do that. Also, the second thing which might happen is that we are cleaning now a lot of the past lives experiences. And if we've got the trauma like lifetimes and reincarnation when we've been, the bad things were happening to us, they need to clean as well, because we will, when we jump into the 5th dimension, we will slowly start getting the like soul memory. So we will start remembering all the past lives. So to be able to handle it, we need to feel those emotions now and we need to work through them. And we need to fulfill everything with love and acceptance. So only by doing so, then our soul knows that we are ready to actually jump into the 5th dimension. And I am certain that no one who do not work with love for himself, so loving ourselves, it's crucial. And we need to love everything around us. If it's bad and dark, and if it's light and beautiful, we need to love all of it. We do not need to accept what they're doing. We do not need to let them interfere with our energy, yeah? But we need to love them. Right. And we need to send them love and light. And I am certain that no one is going to jump into the 5th dimension without having this love inside himself.
Right. And I think that you really shared something that I've been sharing with people is the self-love. You have to have self-love right now. And the vibration of the world, right? They're trying to keep it real low. It's real low. And, you know, obviously where you are in the world, right? It's very dense here. It's real love and it's real low. And if you don't have self-love, you have to fill up your cup first before you can help others. It's so low and harsh right now. You will get crushed if you're not filled up. So you have to focus on yourself, and then you become the change that you want to see in the world as the lighthouse. And that was what I was sharing with people too, because I was feeling it too. And then it gets to the point where you have to just go into solitude, and you have to start from the basics, get down to the basics, start eating right, exercising, drinking water, the water, getting out in nature, spending time alone, shutting off everything, and just taking time in the day just to sit in quiet and get your vibration back up. Because I mean, whether it's mentally, we're going through these changes. You shared it too, and I shared it too earlier, right? We were on the couch and there's not much we can do. So we all need downtime. We need a little bit of downtime, and and we have to say, I'm sorry, we have to do things from a distance right now, because if we don't get up off the floor, then we're no good helping anyone else either. And these are the changes that a lot of people are going through right now. But I think that as we move forward, though, because a lot of people are expressing, like, say, a little bit of a fear of the painting of the war. We don't really need to worry about any wars or anything like that, right?
No, we don't need to. It's like, I can say to you, like with certainty as well, that everything is going exactly with the creator plan, like dot by dot, step by step, exactly how it's supposed to be. There are events on the planet that will occur to awake people. It's like, the trackers, like in Canada, they will awake some people. And then another event in other country, it will awake another people. It is a process of awakening. And also it's a process of cleaning. What we see now, it is a process of cleaning the dark and the corrupted governments. And they are, how to say it? In almost every country, the dark side, the bad ones, the bad guys, we've got like the places where they hide their money, or where they do bad stuff. And all of those places all over the world needs to be destroyed. So this is the, like, another part of cleaning.
I think that, like, that everything, like, it's, and I share this a lot too. We could see it on the collective level, and we also see the same theme in our life, right? So we have, like, maybe some areas in our body that we need to purge the dense energies that have built up.
Clean.
Yeah,
exactly.
We might see, like, situation.
Oh, the light bulb. You know why so many? Oh, see, sometimes you just chat with someone to understand something. It's just kind of like, and he got it. So, and it just came to me that so many people are having the back pain, the lower back pain, with the root chakra, because the root chakra is responsible for, surviving, living,
right,
the free money and stuff like that. And this is cleaning on a collective now. Right. So we need to clean those dark energies from that parts as well. Yay!
Yeah. So, and if we said it, I know we spoke earlier, but we're both actually experiencing this lower back pain a little differently the way that we're experiencing it. I experienced it a lot, like back in October, November, that time, and then it kind of went away, and then I went through a bunch of other changes, and now it's starting to feel like it's coming back again. So that's our fight or flight. We're we might feel the support. Our lower back gives us support, right? It's our support. We might not feel support with currency, or what
we feel pressure, or we feel pressure from from outside worlds. Like, it's like a dark pressure to your it's a threat to you being alive and being happy, and so it feels like more like that this is not, it is like a pressure. So because the root chakra is responsible for surviving, it's like the you want to be alive, and so now what's happening is like a pressure. They are trying to show you're not safe. You know what I mean? Right. It's like whatever they're doing and the chaos they are causing, it's like pressuring you. You're not safe. And if you've got that uncertainty somewhere in your body and in your subconsciousness, then it needs to be cleared. So maybe that's why so many people have a back pain, especially in those lower parts, which are connected with the root chakra. So
yeah, so this is a good, that's why we collaborate and we come together and we kind of make sense of everything going on. Is there anything else you'd like to leave the audience with today?
Yeah, I think I do. I just want you to feel calm. And I want you to accept the changes that we will be flooded with the changes now, and we will be flooded with the chaos until the September, up into the September. There will be many changes. Like I said in the previous videos with Michael, the plasma light will also, with this energy of love, will cause us some trouble because people will start speaking truth. So they won't be able to lie anymore.
Right.
So you go to your friend, the friend will tell you what she's thinking about you, like truly. Yeah. And maybe she's not thinking very well about you. You didn't know that till now, right. But now you will know. So, and you will start sensing it, the energy. The people will start falling apart or starting to engage with other people with the same vibration. It will be very, very, like we've seen that already, like for a couple of years now backwards. Yeah, like from 2016, even 2012, it slowly started. Mm-hmm. But now it's going to be like the bump of the vibration. If you do not fit in mine, and if you are really, really like far behind from my vibration, you are not allowed in my, like space. Right. Because we won't feel comfortable with the lower vibration that the one we've got ourselves. So you will see the movements and with people that will be around you, and let yourself to let go of those who are not anymore fitting in your vibration and with whom you do not feel comfortable with. Right. And make the place for the new people that I'm assuring you they will come, and they will fulfill that space. Right. And they will help you rise even more and even quicker. And they will be the real support for you. Right. Because they will have the same vibration than you or higher. So they can lift you up with them. Right. So stay calm, whatever happens. Always got in your heart that is peaceful and it's loving. And the Daddy creator, he made it, he planned it all. And we just need to wait for all of this cleaning to end up so we can start building the new. Because like I said before, we cannot build the new world on the old one. Right. We need to clean up and then start building the new one. And also I want to also say that we need to remember that we are in a pole shift. Earth is pole shifting. So we will also have like the weather changes that we need to be prepared for. The pole shifting will be taking like 35 years more. Like, so it's going to be a slow process, but right. Still the weather will be changing. So we can expect everything actually. And right. We can see this like last year and this year, we could see that the weather is really changing. Mm-hmm. And it is surprising many countries. So, but stay calm. Whatever happens, just stay calm and just be the light and send love to everyone on this planet, to everyone on this universe, every single being. So I leave you guys with that peace and with that love, with big hopes that you will hold it in you and you will share it to others, because the fear is the, I hate that word. Yeah. Just throw it out of your, dictionary. Just right. Don't use it, don't feel it. Like treat it like it don't exist.
Right.
because the love will overcome every fear. Every fear. The love is the biggest power on the universe. Use it.
Yes. It's good to be with you. I like your angel wings that you got there.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my friend. Yeah. I got it from my friend, and I didn't wear earrings like for 5 years, and I didn't know if they even fit in the, you know, I didn't know if my holes are still there. And she bought them for me, and I love them so much, and I'm just wearing them now wherever I go or whatever. I've got a video with. I'm just wearing.
Very fitting. Very fitting. So. This was a good conversation. I'll see you soon. I'm going to share the link to Anna's books in the description. Take a look at her work, and I'm sure you and I will be meeting a lot moving forward. A lot of changes. Yeah. So
next week.
Yes. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Love you all. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye, guys.